Do you have any nerves left after all these games, King?
Well, yeah, a little bit. We've still got one more game to go. We've retained it, which is awesome, but as we've said all along, we've come to win it, so we've got one more game to win the Ashes here.
And yeah, how were you feeling in that final over? I know it was a lot like the World Cup game last year in Hamilton with Jess Johnson taking on that sieve. Did you think she was going to get it done?
I think Jono loves these situations. She really thrives in high pressure situations. So we backed her in and she came off really well. She's played that role for us many times, not in just this format, but in other formats as well. So the right person had the ball in her hand at the end of the game.
And for you personally, I guess it's been a bit of a frustrating Ashes to start off with the slight injury in the test. What was going on with that and how pleased were you to get back in and perform a role today?
Oh yeah, that injury wasn't really relevant when it came to the white ball series, but look, I think all I can do was control what I could control, and that's train really well. And if my opportunity came, just try to grab it with both hands, which hopefully I did today. But I just know that we've got 15 players in the squad. It doesn't just take the 11 players on the field to win games, and it's trying to prepare the best we can. And yeah, I think it's a nice feeling to retain the Ashes, but as I said, we've got one more game to go to win the Ashes.
Well done, King. We saw the coaching staff and Elisa out there before the toss. When did you find out you were playing inside?
I found out last night, so I think they had a good look at the wicket yesterday, and we went with the four spinners, which is very rare to find in any team. But I think we just wanted to change something up a little bit and throw something different at England, which we did, and we came up on top.
Was the main thinking behind that, obviously 35 overs of spin is a lot in a one-day game, was the thinking behind that is the spinners have done a better job at stifling England sort of through the middle overs there? Yeah,
I think so, and it's just throwing something different at them. Like we bowled a bit of spin in the power play, which probably they haven't seen, and just try to disrupt what their plans are against us. So we try to focus on ourselves a lot, but we also got to acknowledge what they've done to us in the last few games, and they've been on top.
That ball to get Tammy out. I know you've bowled a few gems over your career so far, but where's that one rank?
To be honest, I actually haven't seen it, but people keep telling me it was a great ball, and my dad keeps screaming out on the balcony that it was a ripper ball. But yeah, no doubt I'll have a look at it later tonight. But just, as I said, glad to be back in the squad and glad that we got the win today.
Well done, thanks.
Thanks.
Alana, was a lot more nervous watching on Wednesday, being in the pavilion rather than being out in the middle?
I'm not a good watcher of cricket, to be honest, so as much as I can be out there, I'll try to be. But yeah, I think, we've played some really close games in these last little bit in this Ashes series, and I'm pretty sure if you're an England fan or an Aussie fan, like you're definitely getting your money's value over here, and it's just some great cricket that's being played at. And yeah, we're hoping that we can keep bringing the crowds in, no matter where we're playing over here or back at home.
And Heather just described it as the best series in the women's game she thinks it's ever been, because it's been so different, like you mentioned. Do you think that's, thinking that the Ashes series you've been involved in is probably spot on?
Yeah, well, this is only my second Ashes series, one at home and one over here, but definitely the crowds have been incredible, although not many are on our side. I just think the atmosphere that it brings to the game have been incredible, and like credit to the ECB, we've been playing at some incredible grounds. I don't think many girls have played at Lord's, and even just the test match at Trent Bridge. I think it's been incredible to play at some really boutique grounds, but some of the best grounds in England, and I think that's credit to the ECB for putting on the women's game in these big venues.
No. For a lot of the newer players like yourself, you haven't experienced losing a series in Australian colours, and certainly not 3 on the bounce. So I'm just wondering what you did, what Elisa might have said, or Shelley, when you kind of lost those 3 matches to help you guys learn, because you probably don't know what to do when you've lost a national series, international series like that.
We've got a lot of experience in our group, and some of the players have been in a position where we have lost previously, so I just think we continue to focus on ourselves, and we haven't played our best cricket still, I don't think. So with one game to go, I think we've still got plenty of stones unturned, and I think just drawing back on what's been working for us in the past, and knowing that we're good enough, and backing ourselves in. And there's not one player or staff member that had any doubt when we were coming into these last couple of games. So the belief's there. We just got to keep finding that, and no matter what gets thrown at us, keep fighting back, and that's what we've done. They've been really close games, and we're glad that we got the win today. So it just shows that this team's not going anywhere, no matter what everyone throws at us.
And I mean, Australia's dominated for so many years now, really dominated. Do you think there's still a gap?
Yeah, I think there is, and I think we're still going to try to be ahead of the game. Yes, we want to bring other countries along because it's going to improve the game worldwide, but I don't see us slowing down anytime soon. I think we still want to be ahead and make sure that gap keeps getting bigger, so I don't see it closing anytime soon.
And just Georgia Wareham, I mean, the two of you have competed for spots in the team. So how important, or did you feel that you really needed to contribute when you went out there for yourself as well as for the team?
I don't see Wolfie as a competitor, I guess. I think all our spinners work together really closely, whether it's at training or even in the game. We have a big role to play, and we knew today playing 4 spinners is going to bowl a lot of overs today. So I think we learn off each other, we challenge each other, whether it's in a game or at training, but I think we all love playing alongside each other, and today was a great opportunity. All 4 of us could play together.
Australia have had that record of being able to win those really tight situations, and then they've probably beaten you in that still in the last sort of 3 games leading into this. Did you feel something out there that changed, that flipped it back your way in terms of that, being able to win a really, really tight situation this time?
Well, I think we've had some very close experiences not too far long ago, so we can draw back on that and what's worked for us, and it's just holding our nerve in these tight situations. And as I said, we've got plenty of experience in this team, and we go back onto that, and that's why Jono probably got the last over. She's bowled in that situation plenty of times for not just Australia but her domestic team as well. So I think we just go back on our experience, and we definitely don't like being in those situations, don't get me wrong, but I think we pride ourselves on getting the job done, and no matter what the game throws at us, to keep fighting back and to stick together.
And do you feel like this has been a different England side than the one that you've come up against in recent times in the past?
Definitely. I think they've got some more players some younger players with a bit more experience that they've played around the world or domestic cricket. So yeah, it's a completely different side to what we played them last year in the Ashes. So it's exciting. It's great for the game, but hopefully we can still show our class and outplay them.
As you said, you believe the gap still is there. How important is it to win on Tuesday then and get the outright win?
We've come here to win the Ashes. I don't think no one really wanted to retain it, but it's great that we've ticked that box to retain it. So if we win the Ashes, that will be a job done for us, and I think we keep stretching that. And yes, we want people to come with us, but also we don't want them to get too close. We want to still be ahead in world cricket, and hopefully we can keep showing that.
Last one, Jack.
Just wondering what that initial feeling was like in the huddle in the rooms when you got that victory. I guess you've had this hanging over your head, this retention for 3 games, and to finally sort of get over the line in a close game. What was it sort of the feeling like amongst this group? Yeah,
don't get me wrong. It's an exciting time. We've won a game in the Ashes series, and yeah, it's great that we've retained it. But there's definitely no complacency with that. So we'll go out there on Tuesday to make sure that we finish off this series the way we came, and hopefully we're the winners on Tuesday.